Discussion and vote for the mayor to sign an agreement with Empire Ambulance. I make a motion to authorize the mayor to sign an agreement with Empire Ambulance. Empire agrees to lease the facility on West Avenue for $30,000 annually, with monthly payments of $2,500 payable on the first of each month.
At this point, Commissioner, I'm not going to be able to support this for a number of reasons.
Okay.
One, when the EMS went to the fire station, I think right around this time last year, we were told that you were going to put on, not just give us some paperwork, we were going to put on a 1-year presentation and then an 18-month presentation to the city council, which went over income, partial, income from Empire, income that's coming in, and all the various expenses, injuries, except, and we haven't had that as of yet. Commissioner, I'm talking. You can talk later.
Sure.
I've got some cryptic info. I'm sorry, Bonnie, but that didn't meet your level of happiness. We've gotten some cryptic stuff. It hasn't been explained. There hasn't been a presentation done fully here in front of the city council. Also, I'm not sure after the presentation, after the year and 18 months, if there will be another vote at the city council to keep the fire department in charge, or we will go back out to a potential, whether it be Empire, Mohawk, or another bidder. And the problem is this is a 12-month lease that's locking us in, which will effectively put it to the next city council in 2014. So I don't feel comfortable signing a lease for 12 months when I don't even know who our first responders are going to be or what the situation is going to be. Also, I have a real tough time rewarding Empire for not, because they're a couple of months behind on their lease. They haven't been timely, and I understand they've gotten maybe less rides than they thought they were going to do, but then there's discussion of basically rewarding them for not paying their bills, which ends up on the taxpayers' back, and also potentially giving them more early rides, which I know may help with overtime shifts. So I can't support this at this time. I'm going to need more time on this to be able to review this and to go. I would really hope that maybe at the next meeting, if you have time to go through a full 12-month presentation with expenses, income, other than what I have received a while back, because I'm a CPA and I had a tough time going through that stuff, and I just think it would be nice to have
so we could discuss this.
When was the first time this was on the agenda? So I'm bringing it up now.
We talked about this 2 weeks ago in an executive session.
Yeah,
so we knew that this was coming up. So, I mean, you've had plenty of time to discuss this with me.
14 days might not be a long time for me.
Well, I'm sorry, what?
It was only 14 days. So I looked at it. I reviewed it. We didn't get into the term of the lease, I don't believe. And I've read through, they've had the actual time to read the lease, which I've only had since Friday.
Then, because if we don't have approval here for this lease, then what happens then? Are they going to be sitting in that station paying no rent?
I can't answer that. If they currently have a lease, it would follow that lease from a month to month.
Mm-hmm.
Under law, I would think, unless they leave.
I'm going to agree with Commissioner Frank on this, but my reason, actually, I would really like to see a 12-month presentation. I think that would be very useful to the city, to the residents, because there have been a lot of questions about the ambulance program. But my bigger question right now, before we agree on this, and I think this is something you could bring back even at the next council meeting, is the indebtedness. And I did bring that up yesterday.
I'm glad to do a presentation. Well, I realize that I'm not sure what you missed from what we've done before. The newspapers didn't seem to have much of a problem going through the information that was given to all of you and given to them, and coming to some. Commissioner Frank is. I thought I was talking. What Commissioner Frank is referring to, but I'm sorry. I'm finished. You go ahead.
Well,
all those in favor say aye.
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 Any opposed say no.
No.
Any abstentions? The matter fails.